Greetings, friends. Loyal One-Eyed Owl member 00647. Today I would like to talk to you about the powers that be controlling the water. And why do I want to talk about this? Because I like to hear myself talk. That's why. Shut up. Come sit under the learning tree. So, an interesting turn of events here. We're going to break it down just on our side of the planet. So in Texas, you got a fella. And the rule in the States is if you buy land, whatever's underneath that land also belongs to you. So there's this fella in Texas, largest aquifer in North America. He's buying all the land that sits on top of it, which technically means he owns the water beneath it, the aquifer itself. You got Nestle pumping water out of the Great Lakes, sending it to Japan, where they put some lithium in it, bottle it, and sell it back to us. And you got the Bush family, who recently went down to South America, to Paraguay, or something Agüey, or I don't know, it ended in Agüey at any rate. And they just bought the world's largest aquifer. So the Bush family, some guy in Texas, and Nestle are all slowly gaining control of all the world's fresh water sources. Nestle at least wants to give it back to you. Sure, they're putting lithium in it, but y'all need to calm down and relax. That's all Nestle's saying. But I mean, honestly, at least they're giving it back to you. You know, this guy in Texas he's just letting it sit there. I'm still not quite sure how the Bush family managed to purchase an aquifer. I haven't got all the details on that one yet. Interesting times. So I was studying MK Ultra, and documentary on a guy who was allegedly a member of the MK Ultra experiments, and what they did to you at second, because at first they tried LSD and they realized that's just a bad idea, bad juju. So they went with option 2, and option 2 was based around the idea that the human body can only take so much pain before it passes out. You just give up, your brain shuts down and can't process it all. So what they did was, they drug you up so that that little piece in your brain that says, nah, I can't handle this anymore, shuts you down, couldn't shut you down. And then they would torture the holy babuda out of you. And they would bring you to that point, that threshold where you just couldn't take it anymore. And one of two things happened. You either died, or you created a separate personality to escape. You made yourself schizophrenic. And they're like, LSD will make you schizophrenic. That's what they wanted it to do. And what they would do is the separate self is the one they would train. So you live your everyday and your normal self doing your thing, and then they take you to their little underground government installation in Dulce, New Mexico, or possibly Area 51. And they'd drug you up and they'd put you through an excruciating amount of pain, and they'd wait for your brain to click over into that second character. And they'd make it a marksman, and they'd teach it hand-to-hand combat. They'd train it to kill. And that's where you get your trigger word. You know, they'd call you on the phone and they'd say the trigger word, and that would activate the other personality. MK Ultra was shut down just for basically crimes against humanity. And supposedly that was the end of it. The government gave up on mind control. Pay no attention to the Gwen Towers. Serially, you don't want to know. It starts to get awkward. Oh, yeah. Maybe, baby.